Hey YouTube, this is my second video in my pregnancy series. I didn't want to start making videos too early. In my first video I talk about the miscarriages that we've had. So if you want to check that out, go over there. I will leave a link in the down bar. So in February of this year, 2014, I went off of birth control. We tried most of the summer and finally conceived in September. Found out in October. I told my husband by wrapping the pregnancy test up and giving it to him as a present. He didn't play along very well. He says, I know what this is. So that was around the 17th. I didn't have any symptoms until about the 5th week in my pregnancy. Was morning sickness. And it wasn't just morning. It was all day. The first thing I got sick off of was breakfast, eggs, toast, and a nice glass of milk. And yeah, that was the first thing, and I think I'll always remember getting sick off of that. Around the 6th week, I started getting these breakouts, which I've changed my routine of my skincare, and I will make a separate video on what I'm doing now for my skincare routine. I'll probably include in that video what I'm taking for vitamins and prenatals, just to keep it short, this video shorter. I'll go in detail with other videos of what I'm doing and stuff. So that was about the 6th week. Around the 8th week, I had my first craving, and it was for steak with A1 steak sauce. And for about I wanted it for about a week, and I finally got it. My husband took me out to supper on a Friday night. I believe it was Friday, maybe it was a Saturday night. Yeah, it was delicious. I've actually had that craving again last week. I think I had the hiccups, sorry. Last week, and I ended up cooking over to my cousin's house, which he lives just up the road. So I cooked supper over there. We had steak and baked potatoes and good stuff. So around the 12th week was my first headache, which I had one yesterday as well. And it is a headache that starts kind of in the back of my neck, right at the base of my neck, and then will be right through the front of my head and around my temples. And it will last all day. It's like I wake up with it, and it's just there. The first one, around the 12th week, I didn't take anything for it. Yesterday I did take some Tylenol for it, just because it was unbearable. And my husband actually brought me home a Mountain Dew because I haven't had any. And I usually drink Mountain Dew and Pepsi before my pregnancy. Now I'm drinking water, juice, and limiting my coffee. So he brought me home a Mountain Dew and just a can. And when I was finished with that, about 20 minutes later, it was gone. So I'm going to talk to my doctor about what I can do about, I think it's just a caffeine headache and stuff. So I'm going to talk to him what I can do about that on my next visit, which isn't until January. And throughout the pregnancy, I've been drinking plenty of fluids, trying to stay as hydrated as possible, because that is one of the things that, from my friends having pregnancies and everything, them getting dehydrated. So that's one thing that I definitely do not want to do. So I'm staying very hydrated. I have a glass sitting right here, actually. This is actually ginger ale, orange juice, and cranberry juice mixed together. So it's kind of like a cocktail, just no alcohol. So I am waking up 1 to 2 times a night to use the bathroom. Sometimes the second time is right around the time my husband gets up for work. So right around 4:30, 5 o'clock is when I get up the second time. The first time is probably right around 11:30, midnight. And I'm going to the bathroom quite a bit throughout the day too. Both 1 and 2. I do hear a lot of women have issues with constipation. Knock on wood. So far through this pregnancy, I haven't had any issues. So that's a plus. And like I said, my next video will probably be just my skincare routine, what I'm trying to do to manage my breakouts, plus the vitamins that I'll be taking. You can go to the first video, which talks about the miscarriages that we had, how many we had, over what time frame that we had them in. So go ahead and check that out, and I guess that's it for this video. See you next time. Thanks.